Okay, so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And for people who don't know you, what's your name?
My name's Adam. I run a channel called Wickens, Reptiles.
Nice. Okay, so I just need to ask you something really quick. So it's known all around the world, hopefully, that you're the pickle king, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Now, if you had to pick, and this is hopefully a good thing, would you pick Diamond or Pickles?
I've had a million interviews. This is the best question and the hardest one that I've ever had to answer. I would probably pick Diamond, but I would train Diamond to be a cucumber farmer and learn how to pickle cucumbers.
My name is Luke. What's your name?
My name's Eric.
Nice. And what booth do you run here?
Blackjack Reptiles.
Nice. So I've been looking at your booth and I've seen some very pretty snakes. What is your favorite snake you have here today?
I just sold it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your second favorite snake?
Probably the sable hognose over there.
Nice, nice. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you. I'm Luke. So tell me a little bit about your booth.
So we're Scales Reptiles. We're from Vegas. In our basement, we have a whole zoo, universal rocks, waterfalls, the whole deal. We specialize in our high-end red and high orange rainbow boas. We also do gameline carpets, and then higher-end ball pythons like Sunset Clown, DG Hypo Clown.
Nice. And what's your favorite snake that you guys have here today?
Personally, it's the Japanese king rat snakes. This is the closest thing to a king cobra that's non-venomous as you can get. I personally have a pair that I've had for about 2 years. Super tame, super intelligent. They're so easy to keep.
If one of your reptiles turned into a human, which one would you make a human?
Dude, you're so good at this. If I had to turn any of my reptiles into a human, I would probably pick Diamond because I would want to know what his personality is. Like, does he have like an Australian accent, or is he like a lazy guy? Like, is he gonna like surf on my couch and never get a job? That's what I think he would be. So I think I'd probably pick Diamond.
Do you think he'd be the best stand-up comedian?
No. If I had the best stand-up comedian, it wouldn't even be one of my reptiles. It'd be my golden retriever, Josephine. That would be by far the best stand-up comedian in my house.
So, have you been anywhere else around the show yet?
I've walked around a little bit.
What's been your favorite thing you saw?
Beaded lizards.
Really?
I would love to have a beaded lizard, but they're illegal. I'm from Arizona, and I can't keep them. So.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Luke, what's your name?
I'm Jay.
Nice to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about your booth?
So yeah, I run this company. Its name is Goliath Reptiles, and we specialize in boa constrictors, Rhacodactylus species from New Caledonia, and beaded lizards.
Nice. What is your favorite reptile you guys have out on the table?
Currently would probably be this guy. So this is our world's first Aztec carbon snow glow, a BCI boa constrictor.
I was gonna say it almost looked like a calico, but I don't know. So. What's a fun fact that isn't commonly known about you?
A fun fact, a lot of people don't know that I'm from Canada. A lot of people don't know that. They're very shocked when I tell them I flew from Canada.
Really? Yeah. Is there one reptile, illegal or not, that you would want in your collection right now?
So we're doing no caveats, right? Like I can have it, like no price, no nothing, right?
No, nothing. You get.
I would probably get a blue insularis, and the reason I don't have one is because I have kids at home. I don't want a venomous snake, and venomous snakes aren't really my thing. But if I could have one, and like the world was all puppies and rainbows, and I'd never get bit, and no one gets hurt, it'd be a blue insularis, which is a Komodo Island pit viper, and they're the coolest things on earth.
Nice. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, dude.
If you could get one reptile, or let's just say snake, if you could pick one morph, what would it be?
Probably a DG monsoon ball python.
Nice. So I have a question for you. If you could pick one reptile to get, legal or not, which reptile would it be?
Japanese
Really?
king rat snakes. I've fallen in love with them, and if I have like 70 snakes. If I lost everything and I just had the Japanese king rat snakes, just their personality alone, I love them.
You wouldn't get a cobra?
No, hell no. I don't want to die. If I get bit, nah, I'm good. Hard pass.
Nice. So, what is your favorite pet that you own?
My African pixie frogs.
Wow, pixie frogs.
Yeah.
Nice one.
They're not worth much, and they're kind of boring to most people, but they're just giant little rocks that are pretty cool. Like, it's pretty gnarly watching a frog eat a rat. So yeah.
What do you think about a white tree frog or a dumpy?
They're neither here nor there for me. I think they're kind of cute, but I like my bigger animals.
What is the best reptile that you raised from a baby to an adult?
Best baby that I've raised from best reptile I've been raised from a baby to an adult. I would say probably. Oh, it's so hard. Okay, I would say probably my Thunder, my Burmese python, my albino Burmese python. I got her in a sandwich container this big, and now she's like almost 10 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. So, tell me a little bit about these two snakes.
This guy, world's first acid carbon snow globe from the Carbon Project, meaning it's a type of anery that's fairly rare. Not a lot of people have carbon in their collections. This guy on top, that's an IMG Jungle Het VPI. As you can see, IMG stands for the increased melanin gene, and as this animal sheds, it gets darker and darker and darker. And pretty cool boas.
So, what is your favorite reptile that you have besides diamond?
Frankie, my Tonga banded iguana for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Tonga banded iguanas are the coolest. They're bright blue. They're the best size. They're easy to keep. Fiji and Tonga banded iguanas are the coolest animals on the planet.
Nice. So I'm trying to convince my dad to get me a gecko today. Specifically, I either want a gargoyle or a lychee or somewhere in that realm. I'm pretty dead on the lychee, but I know you've said some bad things about lychees in the past, and I know your rebuttal video, but do you have any tips for my dad to buy me one?
I will speak directly at your father and everyone else's dad who's watching this. Hey dad, you should buy your kid a lychee because they're the easiest animal on earth. When I was a kid, my parents had to deal with stinky ferrets and rodents and all these things, my stinky sister, and all these things that stunk. But I'll tell you what, if you want to get a Leachianus gecko or a crescent or a gargoyle, there is nothing easier on earth. Spray it once a day, give it some powder food every other day. It doesn't stink, it doesn't bite, it doesn't make noise. Leachianus gecko for the win. If you haven't already subscribed or followed Recipe for Disaster, this was probably the best interview that I've ever done at a show. And tell Brian Cusco that I said that too, okay? You're heads and tails above Brian and Dave. Make sure that they know that.
Oh, speaking of Dave.
Yes.
Let's settle the debate. Is it spelled D special weird A-V or D-A-V-E?
It is D, silly letters so that he's super popular, needs attention, V. That's what it is.